I revised for them. I thought they were important. I treated them like real exams because they helped me a lot. They actually did help me a lot because you know what exam styles are like, so you know how they're set out. You understand where you're at and it's different from where you want to be, so you know what you need to do to improve. It just helps.
I would say for me they were like probably one of the most important parts because it wasn't necessarily just the experience of doing them, but if you revise for them then you're doing the work in advance. Like a lot of people say, oh, I won't revise so then I can know what I can do without revision, but if you do it like that then you're just leaving like the entire specification for like 11 subjects until the last minute, which isn't really that great an idea.
They're so much more important than you think they are. I was one of those people, like Eva said, when they were like, oh, I'll just like won't revise and I'll see how I do if I don't. Like, I was one of those people. But you don't actually realise, like, at the start of mocks, I was like, I was pooing myself. Like, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna fail, like, this is the end of the world, like, I can't do this. And then, like, by the actual GCSEs, like, I was like, oh, it's fine, I've done this, like, loads of times, whatever, I'll just go in, it's like, I've revised for this, I can do it. Like,
really important, because by the end of year 11, you've done all the preparation you need. And they say, I think is it 4 times you have to go over something to learn it. So the mock exams help with that because you're revisiting the subject every single time and it helps your knowledge grow. It sort of helps with the end at revision, and it also like tells you what the question's going to be like, what the timing's going to be like, and you get more comfortable with it.
It's not that bad. The build-up before is really nerve-wracking. I was very stressed. But then during exam period, you get the swing of things, it's not that bad.
Everyone's sort of there for you, everyone's like in the same boat. So, and it always helps just to talk it through with your friends, like, how did it go? And like sort of, they're always gonna be there for you even if it went bad, they're gonna say what you need to hear.
I used to like to talk about exams afterwards, it would help me. So if I went through the exams, then when I come out of an exam, I think about everything that I think I've done badly in, and then I forget that there were questions that I could answer. So I used to go home and think about everything I could answer, and then it made me feel better, less anxious. And I used to try not to revise too late into the night, because if you revise really late, then you're really anxious the next morning. So that was another thing.
it was not a great sort of environment. Everyone was quite stressing. It was a lot worse than you think it should have been. I think if everyone just sort of talked about it, been like, oh yeah, I feel the same way, like it'll be fine, if everyone sort of consolidated with each other, I think it would have been a lot better.
I'd say it's less stressful than the rest of the year, to be honest, because you don't have any lessons. You have like more freedom with like, you can like study in lessons and study at home. And every time you did an exam, you knew that, especially one which you're not very interested in the subject and you kind of just want to get it over with, if that makes sense, but just do the best you can, then it was just quite a relief because you knew you wouldn't really have to do it again.
It's actually quite fun. I thought it was. You have like your own time, you sort of know what you need to do by then, and sort of after the first couple of exams you sort of like get over the fact that it's a GCSE, and it sort of turns back into the mocks. It feels good. I had it on my fridge and I cross one off every time. Got 10 left. Let's go. So after biology exam, I'm going to erase everything I know about that and then focus on physics or whatever.
If I could redo year 11, I would not stress because it made no difference. And I'd stop thinking about results day in summer because that's all I thought about.
A couple more practice questions. I think maybe I was a bit too focused on the content and not sort of how to answer questions. But, and also I wouldn't stress because I came into results day thinking I didn't do that good, and it didn't really ruin my summer up to that, but it sort of was always there. And when I thought about it, it didn't make me feel very good, but in the end it all turned out okay and there's no point stressing about it.
I would have paid attention in my lessons at the start of year 11, is it? Yeah. I would have sorry, at the start of year 11, because like in geography, like we were learning about this flooding stuff at the very start of the year, and I was looking back at this book before my GCSEs and I was like, we never learned about that, and they were like, yeah we did, we watched a video on it, and I was like, really? So I had to learn that all myself. It would just be so much easier if you just paid attention to lessons instead of messing about.
Taking notes down, sort of focusing on what was hard and not what I found was really easy, because there's no point in learning something you've already learned.
Thanks.
I don't know what you said, but I think it was disrespectful.
No, it wasn't.
I think I would maybe revise a little bit less at some points in the year because I did go like a little bit. Yeah.
You say I'm going to revise less.
No, like I would say like that's not like a general.
You made a video to tell people to revise that.
No, but I just mean like I'd go home and do like 7 hours and it was just a bit ridiculous.
Oh right,
really.
okay, so that was okay.
Yeah, just like not overworking myself as much as I did because it really was not like.
It wasn't too bad.